Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohau Seare, and so this is just an introduction of how or of what's going to be on my YouTube channel, what videos I'm gonna take going forward. So as you can see, the headline for today is my journey of how I became a born again, and obviously my move to Kimberley. And my move, my move from Kimberley to Cape Town. Okay, my relationship. Let me just start there. My relationship with God started when, like a personal relationship now, started when I was doing matric. I don't know. It's so weird that it was a sudden thing that I just ended up reading the Bible. I preferred reading the Bible than studying. I remember we were, in high school you have where you have to go outside and be physically active. So we would call that practicals. So we'd go outside and sometimes we'd have exercises to do, and then sometimes we would not. So when we didn't have exercises, or even after doing the exercise, I would take out my Bible and read my small blue Bible. I would read it. No one told me how to do this. No one did. It was just that, I don't know. Sorry guys, my throat today is so lekani. No one told me how to read your Bible or anything like that. But I just had that thing from within that I wanted to read the Bible. I wanted to study it. So it happened. It went on to a point where that I preferred spending. I would be literally 3 hours reading the Bible, and then my schoolwork, literally 45 minutes was enough. 45 minutes was enough for me. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm okay. So that's when it became a problem, or that's when my mother had a problem. The whole thing, me reading the Bible. So yes, and then after matric, obviously, the plan was not to come here, not to come to Cape Town. That was not my plan. It was not in my plan. It was not. Guys, excuse me when my eyes are rolling off. I know my eyes dwelling. Okay. Yes, the plan was not to come to Cape Town. I wanted to go to Joburg because I wanted to become a presenter, and I did not like studying, and I made it very clear to my parents that I don't like studying. So I was like, and then obviously I ended up coming here in Cape Town. Literally it's my 5th year in Cape Town now. But before that, I was like, Mommy, if I find a shortcut, I'm gonna take it. I told my mother that. I was like, if I find a shortcut, I'm gonna take that shortcut because I don't like studying. You know that. And then she was like, okay, girl, at least get a diploma, then you can do whatsoever. But now was my 2nd diploma. So I'm like, okay, Mommy, fine. And then, obviously, God had his plans, not mine. So 2016 came, and then my sister, Bunolasia, was already in Cape Town. So she she invited us to church, the church that she was attending, CRC, Christian Revival Church, the one in Milnerton. So she invited us there, and then obviously I became a born again, and then since then I've been walking the walk of faith. And it's obviously up and downs. They ups and downs, and it is what it is at the end. So yes, and then 2016, obviously joined church, and then I joined the home cell, and then I continued reading the Bible. I continued, and then yes, I continued reading the Bible, and it never stopped. But there were times where I backslided. I think I don't know, should I say my greatest problem or what, but I have this thing of backsliding. Yes. And I'm gonna share how it came about for me to backslide. Yeah. fine. So I got involved in the home cell thing, and I was like, okay, no, I can be in 2IC, just help around with home cell kind of / Bible study, where we discuss the word that we received on Sunday. We discuss it on Wednesday. So I helped out there. I became really active, and then I was in another race, and then I moved to another race. So that race that I moved into didn't have obviously any home cell, any member, and then I was there. So the youth pastor that was responsible for our section suggested that, okay, no, let's open a home cell where I stay at my race. So I was like, okay, no problem. Obviously we started inviting people. Obviously other members helped me. We started to invite people, but you know how young people are, man. So we invited a lot of people, but only a few came. Sometimes were not anyone, like no one came, but obviously I tried that not to discourage me. So yes, but long story short, at the end I started feeling like it's a job, because I had schoolwork, and then I had this home cell thing, and because I was putting in the work and people were not coming, it discouraged me. It really did. So it started feeling like a job, and for me, it should not. Serving God and doing God's work should not feel like a job. Should not feel like a burden. Should not make you feel like you're going to that 9 to 5 thing. No, it shouldn't. So excuse me. So that's when I started backsliding, and I told my pastor who was in charge then that I was like, yo, this thing is starting to feel like a job. And I feel like at the time I also was going through my own stuff. I was going through my own stuff. I was dealing with a lot of things obviously that happened, but I did not deal with them because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sweep this under the rug. So now things were just building up, and now I'm inviting people are not coming. I'm putting in work, but that work is no results are coming in. So kind of everything was just I don't know, should I say too much or what, but everything was just building up. So, and I felt that I was not at a place where I could anymore encourage people to come to church. I felt that I was not in a place where I could now impart wisdom to people, where I'm at my lowest, where I also need encouragement, but it felt good. It made me happy that I could help people. It made me happy. It made me happy that I could put a smile on people's faces, It felt good. It felt good. There's no feeling like that. Feeling where you know that you can help people. Feeling like when you sit down that I helped that person. I did this, So I felt good. And I knew where my heart was. I wanted to help. I love God and I wanted, but I don't know, should I say I got stuck in my own stuff? I don't know, but yeah. So I spoke with him, and then I told him how I felt. I didn't want it to feel like a burden. I didn't want to do God's work half. I did no. It's like it's either do it full or don't do it at all. So it came to a point where for me it was now a favorite thing, not a favorite thing, but job. A 9 to 5 thing. Because the excitement was not anymore there. I don't know, man, but as I said, I was going through a lot of stuff, and putting in the work and not seeing results can get to a person sometime. So I spoke with him, and then he brought in someone to help me with the work. So that's when I backslided. Yes, that's 20. I'm talking about 27. I'm talking about 2018 now. Able. That's when I moved to the new race. I was 2018, and then 2019 was the year of restoration, if I may say. Not a restoration. It was a year of healing. It was a year of healing, but I'll share this, or I'll share that in my next video. Please do share, subscribe, and like, and please do comment. I feel like everything, I'm a person, I really believe that everything happens for a reason. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. Maybe. Yes, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. The longest time I remember I wanted to do this, but I don't know why was I sitting, just to be honest. I don't know why was I sitting on myself. I don't know why I allowed, sometimes you're making excuses, because I have a camera, but I made excuses. I was like, okay, no, I need to buy first things to make my background look nice. I need to buy that fur, pillow, flowers, things like that. That was my excuses. I needed a proper, I just made excuses, man. But as I said, I'm a person that believes that everything happens for a reason. So, and things happened recently that, let me just say, the time is now for me. The time is now for me to act on it, and not just give word, but act on my word. So this is me putting in the work. This is me doing what I needed to do a long time ago. I really hope that this is the reason why, actually, the main reason why behind this whole thing, me deciding to open a YouTube channel or do a YouTube channel, whatever, was for, I felt that I can help my fellow sisters. I can help them, because I know for a fact that there are things that happen to me that I could save someone, that I could save that person to avoid doing the same mistakes that I did, going through the same problems that I went through. So that's my main reason. So yes, what else? Yeah, man, this is just a platform where I'm here to encourage. I'm here. Obviously, there will be in some videos where I'll be, sharing a verse, a Bible verse that God. Yeah, let me say this. There will be verses that I will be reading to you. Let me say scriptures that I will be reading to you. With the reason why I'll be doing that is because I got revelation from that. It's because God finally revealed the parable. The reason why is because now God revealed the parable to me. Because there's a lot of times people, when you ask them, why are you not reading the Bible? No, the Bible, like maybe 2 verses in, and then the people, you start falling asleep. So obviously, I'm going to talk about my experience. At first, I couldn't understand. I would just read, just for the sake of reading, just for the sake of being told to read the Bible. But then it came to a point where, when I started to read, that's where God revealed. That's where God revealed parables. That's where God didn't, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but that's where I could understand the parables that God was saying. So the reason why I'm saying this is, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. At first, when you read the Bible, it doesn't make sense. You don't understand. You don't get the word. You don't get the message. It's because why? For me, or my understanding, or how I like to make it, put it, is because that I feel that at that time the parable was not revealed. It was not the time for me to understand the parable. It was not revealed to me. Now, as time went, and as I walked deeper, and as I went through and built my relationship with Jesus Christ, that's when certain parables were revealed to me. So yes, I really hope that I helped someone. It's a journey. And you cannot rush it. You cannot rush it. Trust me. You cannot rush it. You cannot force it. You cannot. At the same time, you cannot run away from it. The only peace that can suppress the only peace that can suppress anything is God's peace. I'm speaking that from experience. I've been running for quite some time now, and I've made peace with my thing, and ever since then, things are falling into place. Ever since then, I am walking in God's favor.